Have you noticed how some men enter a room and immediately command the respect of everyone around them? It's not just the $5,000 suit or the Swiss watch on their wrist. It's something more subtle, something that separates ordinary men from the truly extraordinary. When Idris Elba enters a room, no one questions his status. He doesn't need to announce his presence. Elegance speaks for him. But here's the truth that no one tells you. Elegance is not a birthright. It's a skill, a weapon, a strategic advantage that can be mastered by any man willing to pay attention to details that others neglect. Elite men know this. They master the art of etiquette not because they were raised in golden cradles, but because they recognize the power it confers. Are you ready to join them? If you want to transform your presence and stand out as an elite man, click the like button right now and subscribe to the Man of Elegance channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. That could completely change the game in your favor. 1. Accept compliments with grace. Have you noticed how insecure men react to compliments? Though it was nothing or anyone would have done that. This false modesty screams insecurity. Elite men know that rejecting a compliment is like returning a gift to the face of the person who offered it. Try this. The next time someone compliments your work or appearance, simply look them in the eyes and say, "Thank you very much. I really put effort into it." Notice how this changes the dynamics of the interaction. You are not bragging, you're revalidating the other person's perception and demonstrating self-confidence. Observe how Richard Branson accepts compliments in interviews. He doesn't diminish himself or exaggerate. He simply acknowledges his value with the certainty of someone who knows exactly who he is. But be careful. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. The difference lies in how you receive the compliment, not in how much you elaborate on it. And if you can master this first rule, you'll be surprised at the level of respect you will begin to receive without doing anything different besides. This too, send post-meeting messages. Elite executives, diplomats, and influential men know that true networking doesn't happen during the event, but in the follow-up. After an important business dinner or social gathering, a simple, "It was a pleasure meeting you tonight. I especially appreciate your perspective on specific topic," can be the difference between being forgotten or remembered. In an era of superficial connections, this small gesture demonstrates genuine consideration. It doesn't need to be elaborate. In fact, the more concise, the better. The series Billions perfectly shows how Bobby Axelrod maintains his network of influence through these small personal touches. It's no coincidence that he can get favors where others fail. This etiquette hack transforms a casual encounter into a potentially valuable bond. And the best part, it requires only 30 seconds of your time. Why does this work? Because 95% of men don't make this minimal effort. When you do, you immediately position yourself at the top of the social pyramid. And now, let's move on to something that most men get completely wrong. 3. Master the elegant refusal. Ordinary men are afraid to say no. They invent elaborate excuses, lie, or simply disappear, all out of fear of displeasing others. Elite men, on the other hand, know that their time is their most valuable asset. They have mastered the art of refusing without offending. The I formula is simple. I appreciate the invitation, but it won't be possible. No lengthy justifications, no unnecessary lies, just clarity and respect. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, is famous for his ability to say no to almost everything. That's exactly why he can say yes to the things that really matter. This hack instantly differentiates leaders from followers. Ordinary men try to please everyone. Elite men please themselves first. The most powerful part, when you master this skill, people paradoxically come to value your yes more because they know you don't say yes to just anything. But the next etiquette hack is perhaps the most subtle and powerful of all. 4. The discreet smile. Have you ever been in a tense meeting where everyone is visibly nervous, except for one man who maintains a slight smile, as if he knows something the other's done? It's likely that this man understands the power of the discreet smile, not an open and flashy smile, but that slight curving of the lips that communicates absolute confidence. This is a hack that diplomats constantly use. In high-pressure situations, the man who smiles discreetly is perceived as the one in control. Try this the next time someone tries to intimidate you or when you in a crucial negotiation. Maintain that slight smile that says, "I know exactly what I am doing." In the words of Sun Tzu, the supreme warrior wins without fighting. The discreet smile is exactly that, a demonstration of strength without any need for confrontation. And the effect is immediate. People begin to talk to you differently, with a respect that didn't exist before. And speaking of presence, let's move to the next level. 5. Occupy your space with confidence. Have you observed how powerful men move in an environment? They don to shrink, they don to apologize for existing. The body language of an elite man communicates belonging. Wherever he is, he acts as if it's exactly where he should be. Erect posture, firm steps, deliberate gestures. When seated, he occupies his space comfortably, without sprawling in a crude manner, but also without shrinking to the edges of the chair. Scientific studies prove expansive postures increase testosterone levels and reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. In other words, occupying your space with confidence not only makes you look powerful, it literally makes you feel powerful. This hack is so fundamental that it can completely transform how others respond to you, even before you open your mouth. Closely observe CEOs during important interviews or politicians during debates. The battle for power begins at the non-verbal level, but the true mark of a refined man goes beyond physical presence. 6. Pronounce people's names correctly. A man has no more valuable possession nor greater honor than his own name. This quote from The Godfather contains a profound truth about human relationships. For an elite man, learning and pronouncing someone's name correctly is not basic courtesy, it's strategy. When you take the trouble to pronounce a person's name correctly, even if it's complex or foreign, you communicate something powerful. You are important enough for me to make an effort. And if you are not sure, politely ask the person to repeat it. It's better to ask once than to mispronounce 10 times. In this globalized world, this hack becomes increasingly valuable. International executives often report that their impression of a business partner changes dramatically depending on how that person handles the pronunciation of their name. Mark Zuckerberg learned Mandarin when he started doing business in China, an effort that demonstrated respect for the culture and gained immediate admiration from Chinese partners. The effect is instant and lasting. Try it and observe the subtle but significant change in how people respond to you. And to complement this sophistication, 7. Have a signature drink. Ordinary men order a beer or ask, "What do you recommend?" When at a bar, elite men have a signature drink, something that reflects their personality and that they can order confidently in any social situation. I'm not talking about extravagant drinks that nobody knows. I'm talking about a classic, perhaps with a small personal variation that you know intimately and genuinely appreciate. It might be a perfectly prepared Negroni, a specific whiskey with a precise drop of water, or a martini with specific instructions. What's important is not the drink itself, but the confidence and knowledge with which you order it. This immediately communicates that you are a man who knows what he wants and understands the value of consistency. And more, your signature drink becomes part of your social identity. You are the single-barrel bourbon man, right? This is how memorable connections begin. This hack transforms a simple drink choice into a statement of personality, something that truly sophisticated men deeply understand. However, remember, true elegance is also in the details that happen after events. 8. Send thank you notes. In the digital age, an analog gesture has disproportionate power. While ordinary men send generic text messages, elite men send personalized thank you notes. It doesn't only have to be a formal letter. It can be a well-written email or even a carefully crafted text message. What matters is the specificity and sincerity. Mark, thank you for dinner yesterday. Your perspective on the real estate market was particularly enlightening. I look forward to continuing our conversation. This small gesture instantly puts you in the top 1% of men in terms of social etiquette. Why? Because it demonstrates consideration, attention to detail, and genuine respect for the other person's time. Former presidents like Barack Obama are known for their handwritten thank you notes, a habit that helped build a powerful relationship network throughout his career. The beauty of this hack lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. Try it after your next important meeting and observe how doors begin to open more easily for you. But be careful, because the next hack is about what you should not do. 9. Avoid oversharing. Ordinary men feel the need to fill silence. They tell too many stories, reveal insecurities, and share personal information indiscriminately. Elite men, on the contrary, understand the power of mystery. They are selective about what they share and with whom they share it. Stop for a moment and think about the most fascinating men you know, either personally or through media. A common characteristic among them is that you always feel there's more to discover. They never reveal everything at once. This is not an invitation to be artificially mysterious. It's a reminder to value your privacy and understand that not everyone deserves access to all aspects of your life. Keanu Reeves, despite his global fame, keeps his personal life almost completely private, which only increases the fascination and respect people have for him. In a world of oversharing, discretion is a rare and powerful virtue. Practice it consciously and observe how people begin to value your words more. Now let's talk about something that is frequently misinterpreted. 10. Be well dressed without apparent effort. True style doesn't shout, it whispers. Elite men don't blindly follow passing trends. They invest in timeless pieces that fit perfectly to their body and lifestyle. The secret here is what Italians call sprezzatura, the art of making something extremely well done seem effortless, an impeccably adjusted suit, a quality watch that complements, not dominates, well-maintained shoes that demonstrate attention to detail. The formula is consistency and quality, not quantity. It's better to have 5 exceptional shirts than 20 mediocre ones. As Coco Chanel said, elegance is refusal. Knowing what to eliminate from your wardrobe is as important as knowing what to add. Observe how truly sophisticated men never seem dressed up. Their clothes are a natural extension of their personality. This hack transforms the way you are perceived in any environment, professional or social. And the best part, once you established your personal style, you save time and energy that can be directed to more important things. And speaking of social presence, there's one mistake that almost all men make. 11. Never speak loudly in public. There's something inherently inelegant about a man who needs to be the loudest in the room. Ordinary men increase the volume to get attention. Elite men modulate their voice to command respect. A controlled and Clear tone of voice communicates self-confidence and consideration for others. When you speak more softly, people naturally lean in to listen. You create social gravity. Observe great leaders during interviews. Rarely do they increase the volume. Instead, they lower it, forcing the interviewer and the audience to pay more attention. This hack is particularly powerful in restaurants, social events, and business meetings. While others compete for sonic space, you stand out precisely by not participating in this competition. As Morgan Freeman said, if you want people to really listen, lower your voice. And now, something that seems trivial, but that separates truly prepared men from amateurs. 12. Carry a handkerchief. Sounds old-fashioned? Perhaps. But few accessories offer as much utility and distinction as a simple pocket handkerchief. I'm not just talking about the decorative handkerchief in the jacket pocket, although that's important too. I'm talking about a utilitarian clean handkerchief that you can offer to someone in need, whether to wipe away a tear, clean a stain, or deal with an unexpected sneeze. This small gesture of preparation demonstrates foresight, consideration, and elegance under pressure. It's the kind of thing that makes people think he thinks of everything. High-level executives often carry high-quality cotton handkerchiefs precisely for this reason. It's not just practical. It's a subtle demonstration that you're always one step ahead. In a world where most men can barely remember to carry their wallet, this simple etiquette hack instantly puts you in a different category. But the true test of a refined man comes in moments of crisis. 13. Remain calm in embarrassing situations. Life is unpredictable. Glasses are spilled. Names are forgotten. Inappropriate comments are made. What separates ordinary men from elite men is not the absence of these moments, but how they respond to them. When something embarrassing happens, elite men maintain their composure. They do not amplify the discomfort with exaggerated reactions or profuse apologies. Instead, they respond with lightness and proportion. A simple, "I apologize for that," followed by a smooth transition to another subject, is usually all that's needed. Observe how professional diplomats handle international gaffes, or how CEOs respond to hostile questions during interviews. There's a studied calmness that communicates control, even amid chaos. This etiquette hack not only preserves your dignity in difficult moments, but also calms others around you. It's a demonstration of emotional leadership that rarely goes unnoticed. And since we've been talking about social interactions, 14. Use people's names in conversations. Remembering a person's name is the most sincere way to show they are important to you. This observation by Dale Carnegie remains as true today as it was when he wrote it. Elite men don't just remember names, they naturally incorporate them into their conversations. Michael, what do you think of this perspective? I agree with the point that Elizabeth raised. As Charles mentioned previously, this simple habit has a profound effect. It makes people feel seen and valued. It creates a personal connection where before there was only a professional interaction. This hack is particularly powerful in networking environments or meetings where people generally feel anonymous. When you use someone's name, you instantly transform the dynamics of the conversation. World leaders and politicians are specifically trained in this technique, and for good reason. It works. And finally, perhaps the most important hack of all. 15. Be authentically yourself. It seems contradictory to end a list of etiquette hacks with this advice, but here's the truth that truly refined men understand. All genuine etiquette is an expression of authenticity, not a substitute for it. Ordinary. Men adopt personas. They try to be someone they are not. Elite men perfect who they already are. Their peculiarities, when embraced with confidence, become distinctive features. Their genuine passions, when expressed without apologies, become magnetic. Ryan Reynolds doesn't try to hide his irreverent sense of humor or his relaxed personality. even when he's at formal events wearing a $10,000 suit. He has integrated these elements into his identity in a way that makes them part of his personal brand. This last hack is the hardest to master, but also the most powerful. True elegance never seems forced because it isn't tea. It's simply the most refined expression of who you really are. These 15 etiquette hacks are not mere social conventions. They are strategic tools that separate ordinary men from the truly extraordinary. Elegance is not about following arbitrary rules. It's about understanding the power of impressions and using them to your advantage. Elite men know this. Now you do too. If you want to continue mastering the art of masculine elegance and stand out in any environment, click the like button right now, subscribe to the Man of Elegance channel, and turn on notifications. Each video you receive will be one more step toward becoming the powerful man you were born to be. And in the comments, leave the phrase discreet power if you were ready to incorporate these hacks into your life. Until the next video.